Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Mahe Ramadh'an Reflections Part 13. A selected translation of Ayatollah Misbah Yazdi's commentary on Dua al-Iftitah. The words of Imam Ali, peace be upon him, regarding hope in God. Regarding the hope in another people that we speak about in the previous post, Imam Ali, peace be upon him, states, he claims according to his own thinking that he hopes from Allah. By Allah the Great, he speaks a lie. The position is that his hope in Allah does not appear through his actions, although the hope of everyone who hopes is known through his action. He hopes big things from Allah and small things from men, but he gives to men such consideration as he does not give to Allah. The Imam states that one who hopes in something makes efforts to attain it. Hope stirs a person to activity and effort. A young student strives for years in the hope that by getting a degree, he would be able to get a good job and social standing. Day and night, heat and cold, the pain of separation from his country, he tolerates it all. Why? Because he hopes that by getting so-and-so degree, he would attain a sustainable standing. Thus, hope leads to action, not laziness and lethargy. Some people relieve themselves of all duties with the excuse of hope in God. They neither strive to perform the recommended actions, nor to refrain from the doubtful ones. When they are asked, they reply that God's mercy is vast. God will deal with us with His mercy, and we should not despair in God's grace. Is there hope in God greater than the hope of the divine guardians and prophets in God? Those great personalities who did not fall short in performing the smallest action despite having infinite hope in God? Is our hope greater than theirs that we hope God will give us a place in the best palaces of heaven without any action? We normally think that our hope in God is great. However, Amir al-Mu'mineen, peace be upon him, exposed everyone. He says that you have neither fear nor hope. If you had hope in God, its effects must be seen in your actions. When you have hope in a person and expect him to do something for you, how do you behave with him? You're careful not to do anything that would hurt him. You always respect him, etc. Would you ever insult him in return for his help? Or oppose him and be hostile to him? So what about God? The Imam says that though the hope that you have in this person is in small and little things, however, you do not have with God the same behavior you have with this person, even though your hope in God is regarding great and bigger things. We hope for an unlimited life from God. Do we act in accordance with this hope and wish? If we have hope, why are its effects not apparent in our behavior? Thus, it is better to face God honestly and not deceive ourselves. God is not deceived, though some may seek to do so, ignorant of the fact that He will not be deceived. They seek to deceive Allah and those who have faith, yet they deceive no one but themselves. That which we commit based on our base desires and give it a godly name may deceive others, but God is not deceived. If this was our state until now, it was due to the insincerity of our actions and intentions. If we want our state to change, we must change. Our hope must be only in God, otherwise God will turn away from us. We must know that only God can be a reliable and safe support, and if we place our hopes in any other than Him, we will be disappointed. Hope in God means that we consider all strength to be from God, and we utilize it and are mindful that without God's will, no action can be performed. We should go to the doctor and take medicines, but the cure is in God's hands. If God does not so will, the doctor's diagnosis will not be right, and he will prescribe another medicine, or even if all the causes are right, one will still not be cured. This does not mean that there is no need to visit the doctor. Even while hoping in God, we must act upon the doctor's orders, because these are all means and channels of divine grace. In any case, the cure is from Him. Relying or depending on God means to believe that all matters and their causes are in God's hands, that a person is attentive to God in his heart, and that he believes this reality that He manages all affairs and prepares the causes and means. If somewhere there are no means, he is not unable to create the means and can even perform tasks without any means and causes. Thus, a believer's hope is never cut off from God in any state, whether or not normal causes are present. We must not expect, however, that God will definitely fulfill our needs through extraordinary means. It is narcissistic to ignore normal means and ask God to solve our problems through extraordinary means, because God's will is that we attain our goals through normal means. Yes, if there are no normal means, He can perform His task through extraordinary means, like how He sent the heavenly banquet for a group from the Bani Israel, saved Prophet Ibrahim, peace be upon him, from the fire, and other instances.